This is take 1000. I'm running out of time. My name is Justin Munson, and I will be informing you, people, viewers, today. Nonverbal communication. Let's see here. Facial expression. Eye contact. You know, all the uh, all the tricks and gadgets here. Silence, form of communication. Space, your distance to someone. Touching them, not touching them. Tone of voice, all that stuff. It's all communication. You're communicating here. And that's what I've learned today. I feel like in my core, my subconscious, I knew this stuff, but without putting a name to it, you kind of never talk about it. You know what I mean? So, you know, and here's the thing, as I was researching this culture, which I'll get into, I realized how kind of subjective communication really is. It's like made up. It's like the Federal Reserve. Um, anyway, but my impression of this knowledge is, you know, wow, I feel like I knew this, but I'm learning it, which is interesting. That's my impression. And what I'm going to do with this information, you might ask. Uh, I haven't thought that far, but I feel like I'm going to stay the same. Moving on. Talking about different culture, the culture I wanted to talk about, which is what I've been researching, is Dagestan, Russia. It's a village in the mountains of Russia, kind of eastern, so it's a little more Arab influence. And here's the thing: space and haptics, touch, eye contact. These are very different over there. This is a very foreign concept that that the Dagestanis they interpret it a little different. Okay, first of all, it's a very Muslim-based community, so you're not touching opposite gender. The way you dress is going to be very modest for both genders, both sexes, and it's very different. It's very conservative, you know. So women and men don't shake hands, stuff like that. Popular UFC fighter Habib Nurmagomedov. This female UFC fighter like forcibly shook his hand and he didn't understand what's going on. So I kind of felt bad for him there, but he was like trying to pull away and stuff. It was really awkward. And that brings me to another point, is miscommunication. Because she didn't understand that he couldn't shake her hand because where it came from. So to her, she was like, why is he being rude? What did I do to this guy? And to him, he was like, this woman is assaulting me against my will. So anyway, I just found that very interesting. And you know, one second, I need to collect my thoughts. Another example. It's very close knit over there, right? So, marrying your cousin is normal, and the respect for elders is very immense. It's not like it is here. That's another example. The eye contact aspect of things. You don't stare older guy in the eyes for too long. He's seen some things. He's there for a reason. It's like you gotta respect the older men where most men die young. That's like Dagestan. These guys are going out there fighting. That's basically what they all do there. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, base. You know, you greet another Dagestani, you're wrestling. You're in the clinch, doing some sambo, throwing knees. You know. Anyway, that's the video. That's what I've learned. Final takeaway. TED Talk was very informative. that's cool that you get higher testosterone from like posing up. My testosterone is increasing right now as we speak, so that's awesome.